Here are insights into why some INFJs may find it difficult to cultivate a wide circle of friends. 1. Selectivity in relationships. INFJs are highly selective when it comes to forming connections. Their desire for deep, meaningful relationships means they may be cautious about whom they allow into their inner circle. This selectivity can result in having fewer friends, but those friendships are often profound and enduring. 2. Intensity of connections. The INFJ, introverted, intuitive, feeling, judging, personality type is renowned for the profound depth and emotional richness they bring to relationships. However, this very intensity can become a double-edged sword, influencing how INFJs form and sustain friendships. INFJs are naturally attuned to emotions, both their own and those of others. This heightened emotional awareness allows them to establish connections that go beyond surface-level interactions. Their friendships are characterized by a profound emotional depth that is both enriching and demanding. For INFJs, authenticity is paramount in their relationships. They seek genuine connections where individuals can share their true selves without fear of judgment. This authenticity fosters a sense of trust and openness in friendships. INFJs invest a considerable amount of emotional energy into their friendships. They not only empathize deeply with their friends' experiences but also share their own vulnerabilities. This emotional investment creates bonds that are enduring but can also be emotionally taxing. The intensity of INFJ connections stems from a mutual understanding of each other's inner worlds. This understanding goes beyond words and involves an intuitive grasp of emotions, unspoken cues, and the ability to resonate with the essence of the other person. INFJs often struggle with engaging in superficial or casual conversations. The need for depth and authenticity can make them feel uncomfortable in situations that don't allow for meaningful exchanges. As a result, they might gravitate towards fewer but more meaningful friendships. While INFJs thrive in emotionally rich relationships, the toll of this intensity can be draining. The emotional demands of maintaining deep connections may lead INFJs to be selective in choosing friends, prioritizing those who appreciate and reciprocate the depth of emotional involvement. The fear of becoming emotionally overwhelmed or drained can be a factor in INFJs being selective about the number of friendships they maintain. They may hesitate to spread themselves too thin, preferring to invest deeply in a few significant connections. INFJs are willing to be emotionally vulnerable in their friendships. While this vulnerability strengthens connections, it can also make them cautious about forming bonds with individuals who may not reciprocate or appreciate the depth of their emotional sharing. INFJs crave meaningful exchanges and discussions. They thrive on conversations that explore profound ideas, values, and emotions. In friendships where these elements are lacking, INFJs may find it challenging to connect on a deeper level. Learning to balance the intensity of emotional connections with healthy boundaries is crucial for INFJs. Setting boundaries allows them to maintain their emotional well-being while still fostering meaningful friendships. Recognizing that their emotional intensity is a core aspect of who they are, INFJs should seek friends who appreciate and reciprocate this depth. Nurturing friendships that align with their emotional needs contributes to more fulfilling and sustainable connections. While the intensity of INFJ connections is a source of beauty and depth, it can also present challenges. Striking a balance between the richness of emotional involvement and self-care is an ongoing process for INFJs. 3. Limited social energy. Being introverted, INFJs require ample time alone to recharge their energy. While they cherish meaningful connections, social interactions, even with friends, can be draining. INFJs may prioritize quality over quantity in friendships to ensure they have the energy for the connections that matter most. For idealism and disappointment. INFJs have idealistic visions of what friendships should be. When reality doesn't align with their ideals, INFJs may experience disappointment. This can lead them to withdraw or be hesitant in forming new friendships, as they fear the potential for unmet expectations. 5. Difficulty in small talk. INFJs may find small talk unfulfilling and may struggle to engage in it naturally. Since many social interactions start with casual conversation, INFJs might feel a barrier in initiating and sustaining friendships in settings where small talk is prevalent. 6. Fear of rejection. The INFJ, introverted, intuitive, feeling, judging, personality type, known for their deep empathy and intricate thought processes, often grapples with a distinct fear of rejection that can influence the way they approach friendships and social interactions. Let's delve into the intricate layers of this fear and its impact on INFJ social dynamics. INFJs, with their heightened sensitivity, are acutely aware of the judgments of others. This sensitivity can amplify the fear of rejection, making the prospect of being misunderstood or dismissed emotionally challenging for them. The fear of rejection in INFJs is often linked to their high standards for interpersonal connections. They value deep, meaningful relationships, and the fear arises from the concern that others may not reciprocate this level of commitment or may not fully understand their complex nature. Authenticity is paramount for INFJs. The fear of rejection stems from the vulnerability associated with being one's true self. There's a hesitancy to expose their authentic, sometimes unconventional, selves for fear of not being accepted. INFJs are prone to overthinking and perfectionism, which can contribute to the fear of rejection. They may replay social interactions in their minds, analyzing every detail and wondering if they said or did something that could lead to rejection. INFJs invest deeply in their relationships emotionally. The fear of rejection is heightened because the emotional investment makes the prospect of rejection feel not just like a social setback but an emotional one. The fear of rejection can lead INFJs to have a more limited social circle. Rather than risking rejection in a wider social setting, they may choose to invest in a few close friendships where the fear is mitigated by a deeper sense of trust. INFJs often perceive themselves as unique or different from the mainstream. The fear of rejection may arise from the concern that their uniqueness might not be understood or accepted by others. Past experiences of rejection, even if not recent, can leave lasting imprints on INFJs. The fear may stem from a desire to avoid reliving past emotional pain, making it challenging to approach new connections with openness. 7. Emotional investment. INFJs tend to invest heavily emotionally in their relationships. This investment can be emotionally taxing, and the fear of potential heartbreak or betrayal may make INFJs more discerning in choosing their friends. 8. Difficulty in letting go. Once an INFJ has formed a close bond, letting go can be challenging. If a friendship turns toxic or becomes unhealthy, INFJs may find it difficult to detach. This hesitancy to let go may contribute to a hesitancy in forming new connections. 9. Independent nature. INFJs value their independence and often find solace in introspection. This independence can sometimes make them less inclined to actively seek out social interactions, leading to fewer opportunities to form new friendships. 10. Time-intensive relationships. INFJs invest time and effort into understanding others and being present in their relationships. This time-intensive approach means they might have fewer friendships but ones that are deeply enriched by mutual understanding and support. 11. Niche interests and passions. INFJs often have niche interests and passions that may not align with those of a broader social group. Their unique pursuits may limit the pool of potential friends, as they seek individuals who resonate with their values and interests. 12. Evolution of friendships. INFJs may prefer a few deep and enduring friendships over a larger network of acquaintances. As a result, they may take time to build relationships, but the friendships they do form tend to withstand the test of time. While some INFJs may find it challenging to have a multitude of friends, it's essential to recognize that each individual is unique. Some INFJs navigate social dynamics with ease, forming rich and diverse connections. Understanding the factors that contribute to the challenges some INFJs face in friendships can foster empathy and support for these complex individuals. Ultimately, the quality of the connections INFJs form often outweighs the quantity, providing them with profound and meaningful relationships.